Hey guys, this is Jared Rosenberg at Nintendo World Report TV, and I am here with site director
Neil Ronahan to show you a bunch of the Nindies at Home E3 demos from Nintendo. This game is Lovely Planet from Tiny Build and Quick Tequila. The full game, which will come out in December on Wii U, it offers 100 levels to master and 5 worlds to discover. And there's secrets and stuff. This is a really weird game. That's really all I can say about it. But if you do download this demo, which is available on the eShop right now, if you're still listening to this, I believe June 22nd is when it will not be available. If you do download it, you can get 15% off the game when it does come out. But it's this kind of weird first-person shooter that reminds me a lot of Katamari Damacy. And it's just these kind of short-ish levels that you just shoot enemies with your weird star gun thing. And then run towards purple pillars. See, that guy's shooting stuff at you. I like the music a lot. That's about all I can say about this game right now.
What's this little spinny star thing on the edge?
I don't know. Like, because you're shooting cubes, and see, when you do get hit, then it like restarts you right away, which I guess is nice. But it's just like this game is just weird. It's the best I can say about it, because it does get to this kind of like, I mean, it gets very intense because you do have to dodge a lot and, you know, shoot at enemies so you can progress. And here, this one's tough because there's two shooting at you at once, and there I got whacked.
The basic graphics, I would agree, remind me of Katamari Damacy. It also reminds me a little bit, maybe just because the geometry is so basic, of Jumping Flash.
Yeah, totally. I don't think it really. I mean, I guess that it is a first-person shooter or a first-person game in which you're platforming, but the platforming isn't as much of a focus. It's a lot more on shooting the enemies. This area kind of got me because I don't know, there's a lot of guys shooting stuff, and there's also these bombs that show up. That whenever those, you could kind of see it in the background there, but I know will be a pain. But that guy, you have to shoot in the air before it hits the ground, or else then you blow up and die instantly, which can be frustrating because that can happen even when you're off the screen.
Is there any voice acting in this game?
Not that I know of. If you can see, when you do shoot the enemies or something, like they speak some kind of, I think it's Japanese. Let's see if I can. I died.
Was that? Did I see an apple?
Yeah, well, those apples, they're like, I guess, cherry bombs? I don't know. Hello, Dad. Hello, Mom. A cherry bomb. I like the music a lot. I mean, listen to that music. The music is really fun. This was probably out of the Nindies at Home that Nintendo's offering on the Wii U demos at E3. This might be my least favorite one. I still enjoyed it just because of the aesthetic, but the moment-to-moment gameplay I wasn't a huge fan of. Although I think I know I'm near beating this. I know I beat this level. I remember it happening. I might have hallucinated it because of all the bright colors and shiny things.
So far, I mean, we've only seen a few levels, but I must admit, so far they've all seemed very similar. I guess that they're getting a little more difficult.
Yeah, I think after I beat this level, which I swear is going to happen soon, it kind of, because this is all from like World 1, and then you move on to, I think the demo shoots you over to World 3. And then I played a couple levels from that. But it does, I mean, it just kind of adds more enemies, you know, varies up the how the levels are structured. This is frustrating.
I assume this is all controlling just with the gamepad, like you're not using a Wii remote.
Nope. Yeah, just dual stick. Move with the left stick, aim with the right stick. And I wish I could change the sensitivity, because it was definitely very rigid and stiff. But I would imagine that in the final version, you'll be able to kind of change the sensitivity. There, I'm about to fall off and die. Or do I? I don't know.
The little hearts that are everywhere, those are just for show. Those aren't like health or anything.
But like those red things there, you have to hit them or else you die. There, I finally got it. I finally got that level. And see, now it jumps up to level, or world 3. which there are 5 worlds in total. And this one gets a little more complicated. There's platforms that you have to jump up. There's also like, well, none of them right there, but there are like landmine weapons or landmine enemies. There's those dudes with hats. But it's just such a weird game.
This is definitely another catchy tune. I commend whoever's doing the music for these people.
Yes, definitely. And just remember that if you do download this demo, I think I've already said it on this video, but it bears repeating, you can get 15% off this game on the eShop when it comes out later this year.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I guess we're getting demos now around E3 time, but you know, there aren't that many demos for indie games. I know there have been a few, but it'd be interesting to see if we get updated demos later on.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I don't know how precedented that would be, because I don't think I mean, Nintendo's had updated demos with Codenames Team, for example.